Forever Dog.
Welcome to Forever Dog. You can listen to this podcast ad-free on Forever Dog Plus by signing up at foreverdogpodcasts.com/plus. And make sure to follow us on social at Forever Dog Team and check out all of our podcasts at foreverdogpodcasts.com. Thank you for your support and enjoy the show.
Hey, Forever Dog listeners. This week on Godcast, the podcast hosted by God, we finally hear from Jesus.
I didn't know it was gonna be with me nailed on wood. I didn't know that. I thought, I'll come down, I'll help. I'll make a few speeches, tell them who my father is.
His voice is as heavenly as the Aflac ducks. Subscribe to Godcast on your podcast app for new episodes every Wednesday.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Ooh, borrowed blessings. So many borrowed blessings.
Borrowed blessings.
Be your blessings borrowed or
Where'd you
bereft?
get that borrowed blessings? Belonging to Bella.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination.
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning.
Hi.
Oh,
this is the beginning. I forgot. It's not scripted.
Just think of me in a red Orphan Annie wig and a purple jumpsuit getting into a convertible on a green screen. If you ever have trouble remembering.
I'll hold the wind machine.
My name's Alaska. What's yours?
Hello, I'm Willam.
My name is famed psychic Char Margolis. What's yours?
Spirits far, spirits near. Who the fuck do you want to hear about this made-up challenge? This was the lie detector test of my season for sure. But before we get into that,
Spirits strong, spirits weak. Tell us what happened last week.
when Courtney's tweaks. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was a misprint. The mini challenge. My bad, not Courtney.
The misprint.
Brenda, call me. Their theme song is so good.
It really, it's
Yeah.
good.
The girls. The girls last week showed off in their Snag Tights mini challenge, and we even got a glimpse of the pit crew looking like brick shithouses. Bruno, Bulk, Quarantine. Oh, the Snatch Game was filled with squirrel wigs, tragic attempts at Golden Girl references, and a hotel billionaire heiress. Not to mention a certain Mary from T.S. Madison's favorite historical dynasty. Raven was robbed, Porkchop won the game, but the real-life battle was on the runway, and it was quite fascinating. Gottmik can use that big old safety pin in her head to pin up another blue ribbon because she won the Snatch Game challenge, and Utica and Elliott found themselves in the bottom two. And after a tumultuously journey to the missed 2Ts, it was time to flamingo home.
Yeah, all that happened.
It was an arc. She had an arc.
Honey, it was like Noah's Ark. It was like the arc of season 1 of Noah's Ark.
2 by T's by twos.
T.
Yes.
Tete-a-tete. T-T-a-T-T. We get a lipstick message from Miss Elliotina. It took y'all hoes 4 times to get rid of me. Be kind and make it, ho. XOXO Elliot with 2 T's.
3rd time the charms, 4th time the arm. Get out.
You'll never get rid of me. You haven't seen the last of
That's
me.
Babe, I got tenacity. Utica is definitely in better spirits after the lip sync than before.
She was like, I just love lip syncing. It was so fabulous. It was so magical.
Candy's in the corner like, no, bitch.
No.
Candy just carves numbers in her headboard at the hotel. How many times she lip syncs?
She does. Utica, I realize, is the physical embodiment of Bianca's impression of Jinx. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's so magical.
Yeah.
Lip syncing is just a magical experience. I love. It was so energizing. Candy was
Yeah.
like, "So you like me in the bottom?"
Candy gave her a go charge your crystals in the corner look.
She
and said-
certainly did.
Yeah.
We have a beat about Simone talking about her runway look and how important it is to be unapologetically black. And she feels her platform on the show is a privilege and an honor, and she's using it, and she has a message. She's not just there to wear pretty shit and be a glamour girl. She
No.
also has a message, and she has a point of view, and I'm glad that we got an extra moment to
She
recognize
says she's
that.
not just a pretty queen who can wear a garment.
Right.
She has something to say. And basically
This-
that quote about drag being political every time you put it on, I think Ru said that
Mhm.
multiple times, and everybody said that in some way, shape, or form, and she is
Yeah.
continuing it while looking cunt, honey.
Yeah, and once again, we learned this is not a competition for people who know how to buy shoes. So, it is more than that.
Honey, she wore my shoes 2 episodes ago, so quiet down. Those were snatchy black ones. Those were cute, but those were mine. Love her.
All right.
Tina wants her to share the wins. She says, share the loves. I need some of these wins before I go home to New York, or they'll
I
dog
get it.
me. They'll dog me.
I get it. It's hard to be out there when everyone's winning shit and you ain't winning shit.
Honey,
it's hard.
But can I tell you about Tina's season 2 top model, Joanna haircut, where she went in the bathroom and just shaved the back of her head? Joanna did the same thing on top model.
Really?
In season 2, she had this helmet that she had to get in, and Mr. J was like, "You fucked up your hair, bitch. How are we gonna fix this?" And it was fine because she had
I've
like
done
a
it.
short. You have?
Yeah, because sometimes if you're wearing a snatch up thing and it's time to go and it's showtime and your natural hair is showing a lot.
Natch hat.
Baby, I've done it. Bzz, 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 bzz. Get me the clippers. Now the wig is seamless. I mean, it's
too.
hard front and the back, but
Kitchen to the floor.
right. That's very funny. But then we have a new day in the workroomiana.
Workroomiana.
This is Race Chaseriana, Tinana.
Denali wants another win
Mama.
too, and I think that Drag Race over here should start giving out some sort of pin too, like how Britain has their repeater.
Yeah.
Like, because it really puts it in everybody's face. Like, this is what I've won. Like, these are my Race Chaser pins.
You've won 2 Race Chaser badges. Dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, exactly. Everybody gangs up on Tina about her makeup, and I think it's about time they had an intervention. So, but then they just start joking about it, and it's funny. And the Ru alarm goes off.
Welcome
like a
to
good
the
alarm.
house of Doppelganger. From across the room, a familiar face. And the queen who beats it best is going to win this race. What could it mean? What does it mean? I have no idea.
Oh.
What does it mean? What does it all mean? Ru comes into the workroom and tells the dolls they will be granted the opportunity to have a psychic reading with famed psychic Jean Dixon. No, I'm sorry. Famed psychic Char Margolis.
Yeah, the transportation of the girls happens via Star Trek.
Girl,
Big Budge.
was this
Budgerina.
a necessary beat in the history of Drag Race?
Well, I mean, it was easier than showing them walking outside in black and white lighting in full drag holding up a face shield. So,
Honestly, I would rather have watched Vanjie, Manila, and Latrice in the bubbly commercial than this whole
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
cockamamie segment. Oh yeah, they look snatcherella,
Word.
snatcheriana, so beautiful.
Snatchetariad.
Like really, if you don't watch the show on like broadcast TV, look up the commercial because they really look gorgeous and it's really fun.
Word.
What? Okay,
The revelations of Miss Margolis are many.
in the book of Revelation.
First of all, there's a petting zoo. Utica's cow, Clara, shows up. Oh, thank you.
What the fuck? Okay.
She said, "Is there a C with your cow?" Yeah.
Excuse me. Did any of your father drive a truck? Oh my God, this is remarkable. Oh my God. 5 of you? Oh, this is wild. Oh my God. Sometimes my power scares me.
Oh, is it the most common cow name ever? Clara the cow? Oh, yep.
Now, have any of you had a relative who has passed? This is eerie. This is eerie.
Spirits far.
Now, does the name start with C? Well, it starts with an F. Oh, exactly. Yes. Okay, we're on to something. I don't. Do you think Char Margolis paid for this spot?
I don't know.
Through the nose?
I've had psychics be 100% correct about stuff they couldn't have known about that were strangers.
Listen,
so
I'm
like,
not saying I'm a non-believer. I'm just saying some of the questions were. The Long Island medium.
Yeah,
has better.
You know what?
There's
There's nothing wrong with casting a wide net and seeing what you get. What you get, you got to warm them up. Did you not like anybody? Yeah, now you do though. You're friends. Fun. That's what she did with Candy and Rose, basically.
Which is nice. I mean, the beat with Tina's dad, showing up to apologize and not accepting Tina. I mean, that was nice. That was kind of touching.
Yeah. I touched Tina's trade once and she got mad at me. She started pinching me. Yeah.
Rose and Denali have been pinching each other a little bit.
Girl, yeah.
A secret gay boy drag queen crush on one another, which sometimes happens when you're quarantined.
You know, it's nice to have something to look at sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They're going to be looking at each other a lot because it's the makeover challenge this week.
That's right.
And when they're back
that's right on tonight. Iana.
Garcia.
Iana. Wait, who's that?
Damiana Garcia, Ileana
Damiana
Douglas.
My name is Damiana Garcia.
Yeah.
Shout out, deep friend of the pod, to Damiana Garcia.
Salute. This season, there's nobody allowed to join the bubble, so the makeover episodes are happening in-house, and the sisters will have to look to you. They look to each other to do their makeup and to put their partners up in the gig and be their drag doppelganger for their family. You're great at this.
I love this. And this is one of those moments where, you know, necessity really has forced us to do, you know, we can't invite family members into the bubble, like you said. So it forces us to rethink the makeover challenge in a new way. And I think this is really fun, and I hope they do it again.
Baby, like I tell the trade, you can't force the bubble. Like it'll come out when it comes out.
Don't force the bubble. We put our wigs in the overhead bin. Okay. The Char suggests the best psychic pairings. Producers were not involved in any way. Tina and Rose, Denali and Olivia, Utica and Simone, Candy and Gottmik.
Yeah,
this is gonna be fun. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Why don't we take a break and Iana?
Breakiantra.
Iana Van Zant.
Douglas. Honey, let's talk about a pro tip for your pits. Native deodorant. Native is formulated without aluminum, parabens, or talc. It's also vegan and never tested on animals.
And Native deodorant is made with ingredients you've actually heard of, like coconut oil and shea butter. You wear deodorant every day. Shouldn't you be able to understand the ingredients list?
And of course, it works great. Switching to Native from an antiperspirant doesn't mean you'll have to worry about that midday BO either. There's a reason why Native has over 16,000 5-star reviews.
With over 10 scents, including their classics and rotating seasonals, you're guaranteed to find one you love. Their classic scents include coconut and vanilla, that's the most popular, lavender and rose, cucumber and mint, and citrus and herbal musk.
The cucumber mint is my favorite right now because it makes me feel fresh and the scent isn't overwhelming, and it reminds me of when I used to drink cucumber vodka.
Exactly. I like to rotate the scents because I like to try them all, and I love when they update the seasonal scents.
Mm-hmm. But if you just want to smell like yourself, which some days I totally get that vibe, Native has a popular unscented option too. And if you're even more sensitive, you can check out their Sensitive collection, which is made without baking soda for people with sensitivities.
I'm sensitive and I'd like to stay that way. Oh, and Native offers a line of plastic-free deodorants in their most popular scents.
And remember, it's no risk to try. Plus, free shipping on every order in the U.S. and Native offers 30-day free returns and exchanges in the U.S.
So, make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/chaser. Or use promo code
Chaser
at checkout and get 20% off your first order.
That's nativedeo.com/chaser. Or use promo code Chaser at checkout for 20% off your first order.
We are back, and
We're back.
to create your look-alike looks, you can feel free to use materials provided by Fabric.com, hair by hair.com, and shoes by shoes.com. No, I'm just kidding. Hair by Rockstar Wigs. We love their work. And shoes by Fierce Queen.
Can
also love
we sponsor an episode of Drag Race Mom Podcast?
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Could you imagine with podcasting materials provided by Race Chaser?
Ding!
I think the almighty dollar speaks louder than the personal vendettas that they have against.
Ooh, I love
you.
PBs. I'm a PB queen. Do you know which one of the season 13 girls you would choose for this episode? Because I feel like it's pretty fair pairings.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Brick
okay.
and Brick, Beauty and Beauty,
brick to brick, dust
Outgoing
to dust.
and Outgoing, and Fashion. You know, I think the pairings are pretty similar.
I would simply want to work with Gottmik because Gottmik is such an excellent makeup artist that I, being their partner, would get to have my face beat by Gottmik. So that's probably who if I had to choose out of everybody.
Yeah, he does know how to paint. All these girls, this is my most fun part because it's just like, come look at my closet. What do you want to wear? This is like my favorite thing to do with drag queens.
This is your status quo.
So seeing some of the girls like going through their sister's stuff and then thinking like, well, can I lip sync in this? Because Rosé's confidence level of like Tina doing her makeup was accurate and
girl.
True.
Rosé says, this swapping drag characters with Tina is going to be very fun for Tina. Yeah, I mean, it's not without its struggles, but I mean, Denali and Olivia
Fun with
are
Tina
getting...
never is.
What? Denali and Olivia are getting into it. Denalia says the look on Olivia is Stenosha Dressiana.
On period.
Iana Von Sant.
Michaels. Simone is looking at all of Utica's looks, and it's like, honestly, Utica's closet looks like the Please Touch Museum. You just want to try stuff on, and like, what you're like, this is the wig? Oh, okay, yeah, we can put it up there. It's 100% Utica's Wonderland over there, and Simone's got some good stuff to choose from, but Utica is like not feeling Simone's choice for what she brought for the, because every girl brings her choice for the makeover episode to the show with them now, basically.
Yeah.
And a lot of the girls didn't get to use those. And some, especially the girls that went home earlier. So they were posting them on Instagram, but they're really great.
Yeah. And I mean, Utica and Simone is a really interesting pairing because Simone just looks so troubled from the moment she's paired up with Utica. She's like, oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be fantastic. And Utica's pulling out some fucking face fucking hugger shit, some fucking tooth exam bullshit.
Put this in your mouth.
Baby.
It goes in the mouth.
Simone is like, you have got to be kidding me. Then Simone's like, here, this
During
is
COVID.
this fierce look from Babs. And Utica's like, what's that?
Oh,
is this something that people have heard of?
No.
Is this? And then Utica is like, because Utica wouldn't wear Bob Ross hair. She had to wear squirrel because she's very sensitive about things possibly being offensive. So
yeah, but Rue's coming in for these walkthroughs, and she's
coming in hot.
She's saying, "Girls, come over here, talk to me."
Girls.
Come talk to me. Make me giggle. Make me laugh. If not, I'm gonna look at you like a bitch and ask bad questions.
Yes.
She first up gets Candy and Cade, and Candy says that she's a bit psychic and she can tell when she's gonna get trade.
Yes, because the check clears, so she knows that she
She
gets
hears
the
that
approval
cash
number. She gets the approval number on the MasterCard, so she
Mhm.
knows that it's going to actually happen.
She said we need the last 3 on the back, and she said we need the last 4 up front. That's what we need.
The last 3 on the back. CVV. CVV, baby. Okay. Gottmik tells us a little bit about being adopted and how she doesn't really have much of an interest in looking up where his birth family, quote unquote, comes from, because they've found chosen family.
I mean, I think he knows it's Planet Glamtron somewhere.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, he says his sister's like this country Christian singer girl, and
She's a Christian singer.
or country singer or something.
Who is she? Lady A?
I don't know. Oh God,
One of the chicks?
don't know.
Is Gottmik's sister Trisha Yearwood?
How does she live?
Do you think she's actually a singer? I thought he was saying
I want
just,
to
like...
know.
I thought he was saying just like that vibe.
Oh, I don't know.
I want to know.
She wants to sing out.
Gottmik is so ready to paint Candy as the Danity Candy. The outline says Candy.
Bye, spell check.
Kane.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that the extended mix?
So Mayhem got the words.
The extended May mouth mix.
See
Oh,
this?
I think I clicked. I guess we had one where she got the words.
Oh,
Can
we
I hear it
probably
again?
played the real clip. Yeah, what is the
Yeah.
real one? What are the real words? I hit the beat and a something hot.
See,
lot of
this is
consonants.
the kind of progression that you get on Race Chaser. You get to we do season arcs.
Honey,
Okay.
you want tidbits on tidbits? Talk to season 1, and then what season are we now? 17, 18? Podcasting.
Denali
Denali.
can taste a wind coming.
You could taste it in
tastes
the air like
like-
the snow.
Tastes like pork chop. You can taste it there like this.
We love a queen, not afraid to reference.
Tasting the snow. Tina and Rose are both from New York City, but they never worked together. And this is basically their first time working together on a huge stage. And Tina hates the color pink. Rose lives the color pink. So this is unique.
Rose bought a bunch of cute costumes, and Tina should be happy
Yeah.
that she's up in these.
Cool stuff.
Rose is going to look like some sort of Firebird contraption. I'm fully convinced by the time that she's trying on Tina's things. But like Tina has well-made things. It's just, they're
Well, yeah.
yeah.
And getting
It's
to
just they're
flourish.
large. They would be
Right.
larger,
Right.
harder to fit. You need like a belt.
She's a sturdy
Strapping lady.
She's a sturdy woman.
Yeah, a good old
Yes.
Nina West type of gal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Getting Rose
Shoulders.
to stop flourishing every movement is a bit of a challenge, which even RuPaul brings it up. RuPaul's like, so you have this thing you do where you do like flourishes and flicks.
And she says, and you do like a spin. You do.
She does.
Mm-hmm. I didn't
She
notice
really
that.
does.
I just thought this. She like shows off the garment, and she's always like she's modeling down to the fingertips. Like her little pinky toe is probably double jointed and beveled in that
Yes.
shoe,
As you should.
as one does.
the spin, we notice. I mean, we notice she does it every time. She loves to do the spin.
My skirt twirled up.
It twirled
up. Oh,
Mother,
yes.
and you weren't wearing underwear.
My brows never grew in right after the studio got me to shave them off.
Never let him see you ache. Still Waters. He's a dynamo in the sack.
Simone straight out. Simone straight up asked.
Straight up, now tell me.
Really want to pronounce on your podcast?
No.
All I want to do is eat and chew. Simone asked RuPaul if she wants. I can't. Stop, my beauty.
Oh my god. Okay. Simone painted some faces. The mirror has two faces.
She said the first one was meh.
Yeah.
And the second face was a little better.
Right. And Utica says she doesn't paint people, she turns people into art.
She says, honey, you're an art queen. You're going to be an art queen in my hands and you're going to love it. But Rue gets asked by Simone straight up about the Baps-inspired look. And Rue says, if it's from a place of love, go for it.
I also think it's really funny to ask RuPaul what's appropriate.
She
Because
said,
RuPaul, I mean, I love RuPaul and I love RuPaul's work, but RuPaul also is, his humor is very, very offensive. It is not really, and doesn't really give a fuck about what, you know, what the new generation deems as like appropriate or, you know, progressive. RuPaul has always had a sort of not giving a fuck kind of attitude.
yeah, she's a renegade. Get your rebel on.
Get your revel on.
The main stage rehearsal is going to be the little part where the girls are practicing where they walk like each other.
This is so fun to watch.
It's so fun. It's basically like the puppet challenge. Like, this is how you walk, girl.
Right.
No, this is how you walk. And it's so interesting to see it. Let me see you walk.
And it really goes to show how identifiable all of the girls are that are left in the competition. I mean, everyone has sort of a signature thing that they're known for, a look, a style, a gig.
Yeah, let me see you walk. I don't need to look at your book. Just let me see you walk, darling.
What would you tell a person who was doing you to do on the runway?
Go towards the biggest bill you see in the audience. A Bill, a William, a Willam.
I mean, if I was to do Willam, I would do a hoverboard.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But without a hoverboard, I'm very poised.
Poise pads.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
What would I do if I was you?
Well, she
I
would be peeing on the runway, so sure.
Honey, only out the butt and only if it leaks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my
I
favorite.
would do some. Yeah, I would have to do some kind of stunt because when I think of you, you like to pull out a surprise or a stunt of some kind.
Yeah. I think if I did you, I would do like my favorite classic Alaska is like the black under eye, big blonde hair, like Pam Anderson fuckbot glamtron, like that you did in Wig, like that kind of look, and then just like stand there until they all applause, like Beyonce, and then like that silence, and then just boom, it drops. Like,
I love that.
Yeah, and 2 backup dancers at least.
We should do this as an exercise. I mean, I know I've painted you and kind of put you in Alaska drag before. Have you ever done me?
No, I don't think I have because I did Courtney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should paint you.
I think it would be a fun experience.
Yes, welcome to the House of Dolezal.
Yeah.
You did it. You did it to yourself for a bonus game when we did it on Zoom. You each played.
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
we did.
Oh, like through the computer.
You haven't put each other up in your own vibe in person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, we should.
Who knows?
Maybe behind a paywall. You want to jump over this paywall with me and I'll paint you, girl? The paywall paint.
Right, yeah. Just drop the tokens.
Oh!
Thank you, Ms. Montrese. And let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back.
This year's been moving so quickly.
It really has the quickening, and spring is happening. So how do you plan to grow forth into this season?
Well, I've been very busy this year, and I plan to spend time growing forth into my couch and to take a moment for some fun relaxation.
That's tea. And guess what? FabFitFun's spring box is centered around the theme, Grow Forth, supporting self-care and self-growth in the new season ahead. So you are right on Tron.
To get a FabFitFun box, you become a member and order a box with 8 to 10 full-size premium products. Each season, you can customize your box with add-ons.
Be like us and indulge in the best in beauty, fitness, wellness, home, and everything in between. I got so many cute things in my box. Wait, look at this.
Oh, tell me about the box.
This is a Joy Dravecki ring. Oh my gosh, it's like a beautiful green
love that.
stone ring. Oh my gosh.
What
and
else?
These are seeds. They sent me seed.
Oh. Yeah,
Basil.
somebody sent me seeds once too.
Basil, large leaf, Italian large leaf.
Oh, you could use them as pasties. The large leaves.
Large leaf basil. I saw
Large
basil and it was large leaf.
leaf.
I love it.
How fun.
FabFitFun is also passionate about showcasing amazing women, and 20 female-founded brands are in the spring box this season, and such a wide variety of products with your order. And who knows, some of these things I might incorporate into my everyday routine. I don't know. It's nice to have someone to recommend these really nice products, because that's how you get turned on to these newfangled women-founded things. I'm excited about it.
If you want to get turned on to FabFitFun, you can go to order your spring box today. Sign up now, snag amazing products like
an LED indoor planter. Okay.
Oh,
my
honey, you
gosh.
got a grow operation right there now.
I can grow things in my house. I've
Grow
never been
for
able to.
me.
I've never been able to keep a plant alive. So maybe this is my chance.
Today's
it's
the
LED.
day. Today is the day.
That's major.
If you go to FabFitFun right now, you can use the coupon code
Drag
for $10 off your first box at www.fabfitfun.com.
That's code DRAG for $10 off your first box at www.fabfitfun.com. So, you've probably tried meditation before and it didn't work, right? Or maybe you felt like you were doing it wrong.
If mental health is part of your self-care plan this year, you owe it to yourself to try Headspace.
Headspace is your daily dose of mindfulness in an easy-to-use app.
It's one of the only meditation apps advancing the field through clinically validated research.
And whatever the situation, Headspace has you covered. Overwhelmed? Headspace has a quick 3-minute SOS meditation.
If you need help falling asleep, there's a great wind-down option too, and even morning meditations that parents can do with their kids.
Headspace can help reduce stress, improve sleep, boost focus, and increase your overall sense of well-being. I like Headspace because, darling, they have longer, more in-depth meditations that you can listen to. Or if you want just a quick boot scoot, just to calm you down a little bit, they have those too.
Headspace is backed by 25 published studies, 60,000 5-star reviews, and over 60 million downloads.
It's easy for you to build a life-changing meditation practice that works for you on your schedule, anytime, anywhere with Headspace.
You deserve to feel happier, and Headspace is meditation made simple. So you can go to headspace.com/drag.
That's headspace.com/drag.
Drag.
For a free 1-month trial with access to try Headspace's full library of meditations for every situation.
This is the best deal being offered right now. Head to headspace.com/drag. Simone and Yuka, I thought, were great. They were so complimentary to each other.
Yeah, and it's fun watching everyone sort of embody each other on the runway. I think the ones, like you said, who stood out are Simone and Utica.
They're the embody girls.
Stop relying on that embody.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
You're embodying her.
Candy is very nervous about Got Mick because Got Mick is losing it just trying to deliver a sort of I'll punch you in the face, judges.
Yeah.
Just can't get it out with a straight face.
But it'll be fine once he's got his mug on and he's got his war paint on and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody is very successful at this challenge. I think props to all the divas and the dolls this season.
Yes.
Denali is talking about drag when they're painting each other, which this also feels weird. Like, what were they allowed to do? Were they allowed to glue their own brows? Like, I want to know because from the mug up.
I don't know, but I would enforce that. I would be like, you have to do the other person's mug.
You're responsible for that.
100.
That's like wiping your ass if you're a drag queen. Like, your brows should be glued properly. Like, day one.
It's hard. And that it is very personal. It's hard to do it on someone else.
Mm-hmm.
It takes
you need
a
to
long
get in
time.
there and like hold their head and like and that's like the one thing you don't want to do as a makeup artist. Like Mac, one of the first things they teach you is don't grab a person's head. They are not a basketball. You use your pinky or a puff.
Now, with your dates, you have the opposite advice.
Yeah, I say no
It's
pinky, no
mandatory.
puff.
No pinky, no puff, and you must grab the head, and then you must step. You must step on the head.
Oh damn, the neck. Utica comes in and says that the next day she's feeling so much better about the challenge, and Simone's excited because, like, it could go in really any direction out there on the runway. Like,
yes,
I think Simone feels safe. She knows that she'll be fine today. Like, Utica's not going to send her home. Like, Utica's an artist. She turned that makeup with the white highlight on the lip and the eye. So cool.
Really cool stuff.
I'd never seen anything like that, really. And I thought, wow, Utica doing it again.
Yeah. We get into a little of Got Mick's like history as a drag character. And the white face makeup was a mask to cover up his pre-physical transition femininity. And he kept getting put into a box as a bio queen or some kind of other type of queen and put off transitioning because he felt he was too feminine to be a trans man. And then he shares how depressed he was before he was able to come out as trans and make some physical changes and really embody the person that he always was,
I love that he found it through like just sitting out at like a club with his friends or whatever and just being like, well, these guys are faggots. I can be a
Mary
faggot too.
ass, Nelly ass.
Yeah. All of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, welcome to the family.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Candy says some nice things too. She says that she's super confident now only because she spent so much time not loving herself and she doesn't want to do that anymore. And honey, I love all of her too.
I do too. Love Ms. Muse. Rue is in a WandaVision dress. I love this red sequenced cutout panel kind of superhero fuck monster garment. I love it.
It is red and wild. The hair
Red
is
and
gorge. No notes. And Michelle looks great too. Michelle looks like a glamorous zookeeper's wife. That's a compliment.
So beautiful.
Lonnie Love is sparkling and Carson Kressley has some flair.
Lonnie Lovely, honey.
Lonnie Lovely. Lonnie sitting lovely. Lonnie says that she's been mistaken for Lizzo. Have you ever been mistaken for another drag queen?
I've been mistaken for Lizzo plenty of times. Yes. No, I haven't. No. Well, yes. Early in my drag career, I used to get mistaken for my drag sister Veruca in Pittsburgh. Then I moved to LA, and me and Phyllis Navidad were constantly being compared
I could
to one
see
another.
that for sure.
I used to wear dark hair a lot when I first started drag, and people would call me Amy Winehouse, which is why I sort of started leaning into
Hard liquor instead of wine.
No, like blonde hair, because it showed up in early cameras better, and I wouldn't get called Amy Winehouse all night. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but when I wasn't doing Amy Winehouse, I didn't. Yeah. So yeah, how about you, Jessica Simpson?
Jessica not so Simpson.
Jessica the Simpsons.
Matt Groening, that I get
The
mistaken.
overbite.
Yeah. I get mistaken for Derek a lot. Like people will come up to me in airports and I'm like, oh, and they're like, we saw you do Britney. And I was like, that wasn't me, but thank you. He's really nice
wild.
though. Yeah. They get Derek a lot. And then certain times I'll get tagged in pictures as Courtney, and that's a compliment.
Well, I think it's a compliment to get mistaken for Derek as well, because I think Derek is so beautiful.
Sure, but that one I know for sure isn't me when they say I've seen you do Britney or something like that.
Right. That's,
So that's how-
why. Because like,
But it's still a compliment that they know who we are at all.
Do you ever do? I mean, I guess you did a whole video of kind of Britney illusion, but have you ever done the like paint like Britney kind of, the
No.
downturned kind of?
But like right now I need Botox, and like if you look at Britney Spears' pictures right now, and no knock to her, she looks fucking great, but it doesn't look like she does Botox. And I love that because I don't have Botox. After quarantine, I'm like, why should I pay for Botox right now? Not right now.
It has been so long because of quarantine, and I want to take in a picture of a hora and say, do this and then some. Like I want an overhaul.
But more.
I want my phone to not recognize who I am.
New Face IDs. Yes, work, bitch. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I haven't had Botox since September.
Are you
And it's like, oh, this is what I'd look like if I was a normal person.
You look
cool.
great, though.
Thank you. It's a soft filter.
Let's get into this. Oh, right. Zoom, retouch my appearance.
Wait, is that a thing? How do you do that?
Turn it
Someone
all
told
the
me
way
about
up.
that like 2 weeks ago. Where
you
are
can
these
do
filters?
it. You just go into the video thing and then video settings, and you can touch up my appearance, and you can turn it up, babe. Ooh.
I can make myself look even better? Okay,
You
cool.
want to look at the runway now?
Well, I'm looking at myself.
Yeah.
I told you I shouldn't be doing this right now. I'll get distracted.
Let's watch this runway. It's a really fun one.
Freaky Friday Queens, the category.
Okay, first up is Rose as Tina Burner. The one day where you are posed with the challenge of putting your brand on someone. Tina has been trotting out orange and red and yellow and committing to it every single week. Even when they tell her, maybe a little less of this, she's still doing the 1 week where it's her job to put her signature look on someone, and she puts her in a green fucking house dress.
I mean, thank God for the reveal. The reveal was great. A little red leopard, naughty.
Is the reveal Tina Burner, or is that Rosé's clothes?
I hope it's Tina.
It's Tina's.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
pulled it from her closet at the beginning.
Otherwise, all those things aside, though, Rosé, I think, is doing such a good job of embodying Tina Burner's mannerisms.
Rosé looked like if Bob the big boy lost a lot of weight and got in drag.
Tina Burner, I think, looks beautiful as Rosé.
Turn it and burn it.
Turn
She
it
looks
and
great.
burn it.
She looks great.
Looks gorge.
I think this is a Casey Adler dress. I don't know how to say his name. With the zip ties or the somethings. They don't look like zip ties. They look like something else. But like
they are.
They are zips.
I think they are zip ties.
So pretty.
I wore some of Casey's work in the Kim Petras show that we did at $3 Bill in New York. And Casey did all the looks and all the costumes, and it's really exquisite work. And Tina Burner looks great.
This should end up in Tina's suitcase for sure.
Right. Steal that shit, Gorge.
She looks sickening.
Steal it like Brooklyn Heights steals punchlines. I'm just kidding.
Tina, Olivia as Denali wears
Oliva.
that.
No, it's not even misspelled. I just like misspelled.
We just like saying girls' names. It makes it more fun. They have Olivia. It does not look like they cleaned this lace.
Oh, well,
the way it was popped in Untucked, I was like, did they really, really clean that before it went on their head?
Some lace is resistant to cleaning.
I guess.
I know from personal experience.
She looked beautiful. She had that hair whipping, and she looked like a little dryer puff that you'd clean out your lint trap with.
Yeah.
Glamorous,
she
though.
looks
Belted.
great. And
Yeah.
it's very Denali to me, the look.
Yeah.
Even the makeup I thought was very Denali.
Now, Denali as Olivia, that for me was like a green sequin mermaid moment that like I did not necessarily say, oh, that's Olivia for sure down boots. It could have been any queen. Latrice could wear that design, you know? That is a Latrice design. Like she has it in blue. So that didn't read so Olivia for me, but she looks beautiful.
To me, when I, it's the small purse would have taken it a little bit more to Olivia Town.
Honey, that would have made a world of difference if she had a small purse under that fur or something.
And maybe different hair. Like, what if she did that big wild hair that she won the challenge in? It's hard because Olivia does sort of old Hollywood glamour. This is old Hollywood glamour.
Yeah.
But if I were to draw a picture of Olivia Lux, it would be the tiny purse. It would be something in a bright color. And I don't know, the most iconic hair she did was the big crazy hair. So I think Denali looks great, but I don't know that it's screaming Oliva. Oliviana.
I'll leave it home. Simone as Utica doing this Martha Graham runway and like seeing that there was a bodysuit that was like a musculature. This was so cool.
Yeah.
It was great. And then like having the chain dangling in front of her face and just like sparkles and things everywhere and her embodiment of Utica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and where
beautiful.
is the embody? Move
It's
over,
beautiful
body.
stuff. Getting into the details of that headpiece and like you said, the beading in Untucked, I was like, oh wow, she really looks great. The paint looks great. And then we have Utica
Coming to
embodying
walk, honey.
Simone. She looks like fucking 2006 Sharon Needles she looks like 412724 whore in this look.
Honestly, not mad at the mug. R.I.P.
The mug
Natalie
is-
Desselle.
The mug is beat within an inch of its life.
Oh, so good.
She looks gorgeous.
That's the LA girl beat. She looks like she could be a sister with Gigi, Rosie, and Simone straight up.
Paint.
They did that. She looks like she's working the door at the House of Avalon party right now. That is a Simone baby.
And yes, and the outfit is great. The hair is genius. I mean, the reference is
Gorge.
fabulous.
No notes for either.
No, really, really great stuff. Got Mick and Candy. Got Mick comes out in the flame look, which I wasn't aware that Tina Burner owned flame imagery, but
Tell it on the mountain. Tell it on the runway. I think Cade looks great. Gottmik looks great here because like they took that in. They really made that work for him and his body and his shape.
Yeah.
And it's very Candelisa Musingtons. If you've seen the Candy picture, you know, I have seen the
Right.
Candy picture and I love it because I'm a Candy fan.
Yeah, I'm a Fandy. Fandy Muse. And then we have Candy coming out in this sort of clowny kind of black and white fantasy, which
A
is
designer
so
named
got
Ray
Mick.
made it.
Beautiful. So got
Gorge.
Mick.
Perfect, just like little Harlequin, hoochie clown. Candy's turning it. Put a quarter in her and she'll give you some gum.
Absolutely. It's so signature got Mick, and Candy's really selling it and really embodying and really just living. You can tell she lives for the look.
The embodiment is there.
Would you like me to leave an embodiment on your pillow?
Additional embodiment is encouraged for parties of 8 or more.
Embodiment.
There will be a light embodiment state charge tax fee, 3.5% embodiment fee.
Embodiment Mobile. Why don't we go ahead and take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, so when it comes to skincare and beauty, I'm always looking for great products because, you know, we as queens, our faces can really take a beating. And it can feel like a treat to myself when I know I'm getting a quality product made with good for skin ingredients at an affordable price. That's why we love Elf Cosmetics.
Love, love, love. Elf Cosmetics is all about bringing the best of beauty to every eye, lip, and face, which is what Elf stands for. Eyes, lips, face. Eyes, lips, face.
It's like a secret code. What's the password to beauty? Eyes, lips, face. They've got it all, toots.
With Elf Cosmetics, you know you're going to get high-quality, premium makeup and skincare products at gorgeously affordable prices.
Whether it's a new formulation, a fun collab, or an of-the-moment trend, there's always something new to check out from Elf.
So many of their products have become cult classics, garnering thousands of 5-star reviews and a huge online community. And the kids really love to rep Elf on TikTok too.
And everything from Elf is 100% vegan and cruelty-free.
I love that.
I have to tell you, the putty primer, I use it every time to put on my eyeshadow, and I absolutely love it.
I use it as a whole base.
I use it as a whole base. It goes right over the glue stick and everything, right on the eyelid, right up to the false brow bone.
Ooh, I love the eyeshadow quads because they came in like so many different colors. And actually right now, as an exclusive offer for podcast listeners, you can get 25% off of your Elf purchase of $40 or more. Go to elfcosmetics.com/drag and use promo code DRAG to get this exclusive offer.
This is the best deal out there right now, and you won't find it anywhere else. That's promo code DRAG at elfcosmetics.com/drag for 25% off your Elf purchase.
Let's face it. Taking trips to the post office is probably not how you want to spend your time. People waiting in line talking loud on their phones or not knowing they need to wear shoes in the post office or, oh, the tape is $3. Yeah, it is. It's just a mess. That's why we recommend mailing and shipping online at Stamps.com.
Stamps.com brings the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to you. And pay a lot less with discounted rates from USPS, UPS, and more. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send it. Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup or drop it off. It's that simple.
Whether you're a small office sending out invoices or an online seller shipping out orders or even a giant warehouse sending thousands of little pound cakes a day, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease.
As moguls of media and drag, we are running a very busy operation which involves lots of packages and lots of mail.
Wait, stop the conveyor belt. I'm podcasting. Yeah, they're busy down there.
We're like Lucy and Ethel here.
You literally can do it all from home and just drop it off at the post office or schedule a pickup with your mail carrier.
Also, with Stamps.com, you get discounts of up to 40% off post office rates and up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. Not to mention, Stamps.com is a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters.
Stop wasting time going to the post office, seriously, and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with our promo code DRAG, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale, and there's no long-term commitments or contracts.
Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in DRAG.
That's Stamps.com, promo code
DRAG. Stamps.com, never go to the post office again.
Never!
How many repeater badges do you have, Gorgetina?
Just the two.
Oh, just the two, love. UK, hon. Why don't we go ahead and check in with what's going on in Drag Race UK with our sisters Latrice and Manila in a little segment we call the
UK Minute.
It's Latrice Royale.
And I'm Manila Luzon.
And this is your UK Minute.
On episode 9, the queens test their acting chop in Beast Enders. Were you blown away?
It was more like a little breeze. It's breezy. The queens then hit the stage with their best Pinto Dame runway. Did any of them stand out to you?
Well, yeah, this is a fun runway.
And also, we are joined by the very, very lovely special guest, Who is it, Manila?
It's Drag Race Holland's Mama Queen!
Yes! For more recaps of season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK,
Check out The Chop every Tuesday here on the Mom Network.
Minutes up, we're back.
Back to America, Toots.
I'm going back to the girls this week are judged as pairs. And the judgings kind of go, you can tell what's happening, I think, for sure. Like 2 of the girls get dog walked.
Did they get dog walked? I felt like
knew.
it wasn't unanimously horrible, but the only people who got even slightly negative critiques.
That's my version of dog
Yeah.
walked. They didn't get dog walked, but it's the easiest, you know.
Now, dog walk to me, as Michelle Visage saying, is doing drag really what you want to do?
Who'd she say that to?
She said that to Shangela. Is being a drag queen really what you want to do?
Well, Shangela does so many things. She's really a business mogul at this point. She produces We're Here. She's like produced tours. She does it.
Well,
Takes time for herself.
Right. Based on your own opinions, who should go home and why?
Why?
We go down the line.
Yeah, Rose says Olivia. Tina says Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Olivia says Utica because she said she couldn't say herself later in Untucked. Denali says Candy. Simone says Olivia. Utica says Olivia. Gottmik says Olivia.
Candy says, okay, first of all, let's get it together.
Candy
before
said,
you
write
wanna
this down for
read."
Samuel French. The children will want to learn this one day.
She pulled it was like an amalgamation of every time someone goes off on the runway. There was a little Alexis Mateo in there with the, none of you motherfuckers, we are working together to send each and every one of you motherfuckers home. There was a little bit of Jiggly Caliente with the, none of you motherfuckers got a letter under the door. It was a fantastic moment.
Anytime a bitch starts with first of all, you know it won't be short. You know it won't be only one thing. Yeah, first. First of all, not first. RuPaul should have said first. With just a question.
So you will know, and someday your children will know. That was the day the lights went out on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Never.
Right.
I hope that never happens.
Oh, girl, no.
So after they all agree that Denali definitely has the weakest looks, right?
Right.
In the judging. That's the consensus. So I think Denali kind of knows she might be lip syncing.
Do you think, though, that everyone's saying Olivia is kind of a saving grace because they're less likely to send home the person that everyone says, because that creates a ripe moment of
you should have gone
drama.
home. Girl, Fifi told me to my face I should have gone home.
Right.
So
that creates drama.
Yeah, they want that.
That's the fuel that makes a show like this work. So if no one chooses you to go home, yes, you might feel better in the moment, but it's actually kind of better to have,
They want
people say your
adversaries
name.
on that show. They don't want people girls that still want to be friends with each other and playtime drag at their academy. No, they want adversaries.
Yes.
Rue changes it up. She says, bring back my girls in Pig Latin. Acme, I'm igre, in
Igpe atimle.
Work.
Then Carson says, bring back my Merle.
Bring back my Merle. That needs to be a mix, honey. Carson's a genius. And Michelle says, careful, Santino. She gives it right back. She says, honey, run into my hand. I love it. The safe girls are Candy and Gottmik this week, and Tina and Rose. Then that means the winner, baby, Simone and Utica. And they each won $5,000 too. Simone's racking it up.
Yeah, that's major. And of course, the bottom two are Oliva and Denali. And we're revisiting a lip sync song from season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Shackles Praise You by Mary Mary.
One girl has to lip sync in a gown, and I think that tells you everything that you need to know about this lip sync. A dancer girl in a gown.
Which didn't that happen with Chanel when she lip synced it? Because they were both in gowns because it was the Miss Mandarin.
Oh, and was
so they were both lifting up gowns and doing fancy footwork.
Fancy footwork was present for sure. The way I saw this lip sync was it could be anybody's game.
Yeah, it was a really strong lip sync. Both of them did such a great job.
Like the judges are sad that one of them is going home, kind of, you know?
Definitely.
They're like, we'll see you on All Stars Girl or on any piece of ice larger than you can defrost a freezer on. She'll come spin. Did you see that skating video on the lake?
I did, and wasn't that beautiful?
Honey.
So gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
So Gorgina. She's ice skating on a lake, a frozen lake in between mountains. Like, where the fuck?
It was in Colorado.
It had 2 hours to get there.
Well,
It's
worth it.
Outstanding. She is so talented, and this is a beautifully shot piece of work.
You know she had a nice nap when they were like on her back, gluing those rhinestones to her face.
Yeah. So check it out. It's on YouTube. It's on her Instagram. And it's hard to see Denali go, but it's that point in the competition, you know, you're going to miss everybody who's going because it's getting down to it.
Ice is about to melt. Skate quick.
Skate
March.
quick. Queens on ice.
Queens on ice. Hard ice. Did you watch Untucked this week?
I sure did. You know,
Me
I
too.
always do.
I love drag programming. Drag programming.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Privilege.
Denali apologizes for calling out Candy. I understand. I've done this too.
I've been calling for Candy for a while.
Jinx, I'm sorry I said your name. She said Candy's name because she knew Candy could take it. Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Utica and Simone have a love fest about them working together and
They
like
do.
seeing that like friendship and how like two queens can learn from each other is really nice. It reminded me of Latrice and myself on like our Frenemies episode. Like I love seeing like girls just like make it who you wouldn't think that would have that connection, but they do. And it was nice to see that on Untucked.
Olivia breaks down and cries a little bit.
Yeah, this was a crying Untucked, and it wasn't really a yelling Untucked. I miss Tamisha. But it was still good.
No.
Some of these girls I don't care for.
Oh my god! And we get a
While
Candy
maintaining
Muse
eye
mama,
contact.
a Candy Mama Muse message, which is really sweet.
Honestly, I thought it was like Candy's little brother at first. I was like, oh, she's so cute. I'm like, she must be gay too. And then I was like, wait, that's a woman.
Yeah, that's Candy's mama. Muse.
They look like siblings, and you can tell Candy gets it from her mama.
Yeah, we enjoyed some Candy Musement.
Yep.
And then we watched Denali packing up her things and leaving the competition.
They said, get your shit, girl.
Get your shit. Get
And
your
your
shit.
I've been his white woman
Ma'am,
for 30 years.
Ma'am, there is a car on fire in your driveway.
I promise it won't happen again, officer.
Wait, you want me to cut it all off? You want me to cut your hair off?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Give me the scissors. No, what are you? Oh, you're crazy.
New growth.
We thank you so very much for joining us for Race Chaser this week.
Thank you.
I'm Willam.
I'm Shar Margolis, and we would love for you to
gonna
write
say that.
We would love. Go ahead and call me Shar. I know you want to. We'd love for you to write a review of the podcast on your podcast app, and don't forget to subscribe. Take a moment to leave us a rating too.
Yeah, like and Shar. You can follow the dolls at Willam. At the Only Alaska 5000.
Skillshar.
I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about Skillshar Margolis. Our Race Chaser pod account is at Race Chaser Pod.
It is.
And our mom podcast account is at Mom Podcast. And we post a lot of the Shummada Girls pictures there for things you can see. So make sure you follow that.
And there's bonus content available now at patreon.com/Willam. And you can search Race Chaser content by searching the hashtag
Race Chaser. And you can email us at racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
Wear a mask out there, wash your hands, socially distance yourself, and respect each other out in the world.
Have a good time.
Bye.
Bye. Release the dolphins.
No, a dog.
I could tell they're migrating from the northwest.
Race Chaser.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, audio, and video clips are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and/or copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willam is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is Race Chaser by Alaska Thunderfuck.